Dear students, Namaskar, Salam, Sat Shri Akal, good morning. I hope you all must be feeling hale and hearty these days. I wish you all a good health and a lot of success in future. Today I will tell you how to write a good article. Article writing is an integral part of writing section. At junior level, senior level, and in competitive exams, you always get an article. What I have experienced as a teacher, that most of the students keep grumbling that they find it very difficult to write an article on a given topic. They don't get ideas, they don't know what to express in that article. So, why it happens? It means they are not well read. They just don't try. They simply surrender before they start writing an article. If they surrender before start writing an article, or if they think that they cannot write it, it means you have accepted your defeat. And when you have accepted your defeat, you cannot be a winner. You cannot learn. Have you ever tried to find out the reason why you find yourself handicapped to write about that given topic? The reason is that you are not well read. Your knowledge is poor. So just try to have some knowledge, what is happening around you, about social issues, about national problems, and the subjects related to day-to-day life. Here I will tell you one thing. You just try to read a newspaper just for half an hour every day. That newspaper will give you a lot of knowledge. Newspaper is a source of knowledge. You can gather a lot of knowledge on different subjects. Once you have some knowledge about the given topic in your exam, then you will not find it very difficult to write about that subject. So I will suggest you to read a newspaper every day. I think this complaint that you don't get ideas about the subject you get in your question paper will disappear. I now come back to the subject of writing a good article. It is very easy to write a good article, provided that you know the correct format and you know what you have to express in that article. When you are clear about the subject, you will not find any difficulty at all. Here I will give you 7 most important points which you will have to remember at the time of writing an article. These points will definitely help you write a good article. The first one is, before start writing, be clear about the subject given in your question paper. It is very important to make the subject clear and you decide what you have to write about that subject. If the subject is not clear, you will not be able to write a good article. So, before you start writing that article, make the subject very much clear to your mind, then you start writing. The next point is jot down important points with pencil. You may feel surprised about this point. When I say jot down important points with pencil, you leave margin on both sides of your answer sheet. You take pencil and you just jot down important points with pencil within that margin. At the time of jotting down those points, don't enumerate them, just whatever points are coming to your mind about that given topic, you just write down those important points. Don't give them any number, don't give them any order. Once your fair draft is ready, you have written the article, you just erase them, the points which you jotted down. The next point is write in 4 paragraphs. The first para will contain introduction about that given subject. Whatever you know about that given subject, you will have to write about that. And the last sentence of this first para should be a topic sentence. That sentence should express the idea of that paragraph. That topic sentence is very important. It should be given in the first para itself. The second para will contain causes. If causes are not there, then you can say why is it important. For example, education is important for girl students. Why is it important? There will not be any causes regarding that subject. So, according to the nature of the subjects, you have to decide. If there are causes, you will have to mention causes. The third para will contain consequences. Now remember it, the relationship between second and third para is very important. Relationship between causes and consequences, this is very, very important. In the second para you will mention causes, third para consequences. The fourth para, that is the last para, will contain conclusion. You will express your opinion, you will express your views about that given topic. In concluding para, you will use or you should use modal verbs like should, must, ought to, or may, might. And remember, these modal verbs should never be used in the first, second and third paras. If you start using modal verbs in first, second or third paras, it means you have started giving suggestions, the pieces of advice you want to give. No, that should be avoided. The next point is write the topic sentence in the first para itself, which I have already discussed with you. Always try to write the topic sentence in the first para itself. That could be the last sentence of the first para. And what is the meaning of this topic sentence? Topic sentence means to express the idea related to that topic. So, this is very important to mention in the first para itself. The next point is, if needed to substantiate any para, sub-para can also be included. If you feel that sub-para is also important to substantiate the preceding para, you want to express more points, you want to support ideas which you have mentioned in the preceding para, and you think that more points related to that idea should be given, then you can make a sub-para if needed. The next point is, use present tense throughout and modal verbs only in the concluding para. What it means? You will use present tense. It could be simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous, because you have to express your ideas, you have to express your thoughts, you have to express your points. All these things will be expressed in present tense. In the first para, if you mention any data of the past, then you can use past tense, or any event of the past related to that given subject. In that case, you will use past tense, then come to the present. Okay, in an article you express your ideas, thoughts and points. So, you will use present tense throughout. But when you come to this concluding para, you will have to use modal verbs like should, must, ought to, and other may, might you can use, but should and must and ought to should never be used in the first, second and third paras. You use these modal verbs only in the fourth para, concluding para, just to give your opinion. The last and the seventh point is, write well connected, grammatically correct and properly punctuated sentences. This is very important. This is a very important point. Your sentences should be well connected. There should be a proper continuity between the preceding sentence and the following sentence. There should not be a jump cut. Jump cut in the sense, one idea in the preceding sentence, when you start writing the following sentence, you come to the other idea. No, this is not. First you try to explain the first idea, then you come to the second idea. So, there should be a proper continuity. All the sentences should be well connected. Then grammar should be correct. Subject verb agreement, always check it. Students make mistakes in subject verb agreement. And the last, properly punctuated, very important. Proper punctuation you have to follow. You have to understand where you have to take comma, where you have to take full stop, which letter you have to write in capital. So, this is very important. Punctuation is if your punctuation is wrong, the sentence may give incorrect meaning. So, try to remember, whatever you write, whatever sentence you make, there should be a proper subject verb agreement, punctuation should be correct, and all the sentences should be well connected. In this way, you will be able to write a very good article. Here is an example of an article on water pollution. First of all, I will tell you which format you will have to follow in case of an article writing. You will write heading on the top. Below that heading, you will write byline. Byline means name of the writer of that article. Then you will start writing the introductory para. When I say introductory para, it means you will have to give the introduction about the given subject. Whatever you know about that subject, whatever knowledge you have got about that subject, you will have to write that. Then the last sentence of this introduction para will contain the topic sentence. What is a topic sentence? A topic sentence is a sentence that expresses the idea of that paragraph. So it is very important to write the topic sentence in the first para itself. Mainly it is written at the end of the first para. I have written that topic sentence with a red marker here. Then you will start writing the causes behind that problem. In the first line itself, you will try to use the word causes. If causes are not there, you will find other things like advantages, disadvantages, merits, demerits, why is it compulsory, why is it important. So according to the nature of that given subject, you will decide the second para. But most of the topics of serious nature contain causes. You must always mention causes in the second para itself. When the second para on causes is complete, you will start writing the third para on consequences. Consequence means effect, result, outcome, fallout. So the relationship between the second para, this para, and the third para, this relationship is very important. The relationship between the causes and the consequences is very important. You have to mention that. And then you will start writing this fourth para after the completion of the third para. Fourth para you will, or you can start like this to sum up, or it can thus conclusively be said that so and so and so and so. In your concluding para, you must use modal verbs like should, must, can, will. I have written should, must, or can't with red marker here. Always try to use these modal verbs in the last para. Don't use them in first, second and third paras, as I told you when I was explaining the 7 important points. So always remember that you don't have to use these modal verbs in the first, second and third paras. I will also highlight 2 other additional points which I could not elaborate at the time of telling those 7 important points. The first one is that you will always try to avoid the repetition of a particular word. Suppose you have used a particular word, don't keep repeating the same word again and again. That repetition will hamper the flow of your language. Always try to use the synonym of that particular word. It will make your language look better. The other additional point is that the last sentence of the article you have written should be very good. The way the topic sentence in the first para itself is important, similarly in the last para, concluding para, the last sentence of that article, of the article which you have written, should be very good, because that last sentence will sum up or should sum up the whole article you have written. So, if you keep all these important points in your mind, you will be able to write a very good article and you will score very good marks. And I tell you one more thing, the word limit which I have given here is 202 words. You can edit the language if you are to write in 150 words. If you are asked to write in 250 or 300 or 500 words, so you can explain all these 4 paras elaborately and you can make sub-paras also. In this way, you will be able to write a very good article. Dear students, please do like and share this video. Don't forget to hit the button subscribe. Press the bell icon on all to get updates. Stay fit, stay healthy.